Hello, this is a lesson recorded on 8/26. In this lesson, we will learn what is a quadratic equation, what is a quadratic equation in standard form, how to use the zero product rule to solve a quadratic equation, and how to solve a quadratic equation via factoring. A quadratic equation can be written in the form a times x squared plus b times x plus c equals 0, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a does not equal to 0. The x is the variable and a, b, and c are coefficients. When a quadratic equation is written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, we say that it is in standard form. Quadratic equations are also called second-degree equations because the highest power on the variable is 2. We now come on an important property. This is called the zero product rule. If a times b is equal to 0, where a and b are factors, then either a equals 0 or b equals 0. There's no other way for the product to be equal to 0 unless one of either a or b is equal to 0. We will use this idea to solve quadratic equations by factoring. The first example that we're going to solve is not in standard form, but I'm asking you to solve the equation x parentheses x plus 8 into parentheses is equal to 0. The zero product rule says that at least one of the factors, either x or x plus 8 on the left-hand side of the equation, must equal 0 in order for the product to be 0. So since we have x times parentheses x plus 8 into parentheses equals 0, either the x equals 0 or x plus 8 equals 0. We're setting each factor equal to 0. The first one is clear that x is equal to 0. If we solve the second one, x plus 8 equal to 0, we get x is equal to minus 8. So there are two solutions, x equals 0 or x equal minus 8. Let's do another example of this. This time we're going to solve parentheses 4y minus 3 into parentheses times y plus 9 into parentheses equals 0. Again, that is parentheses 4y minus 3 into parentheses, new parentheses, y plus 9 into parentheses is equal to 0. There are two factors here. The first factor is 4y minus 3. The next factor is 4y plus 9. Since these are equal to 0, we know by the zero product property that at least one of the factors on the left-hand side must equal to 0 for the product to equal 0. That means either 4y minus 3 equals 0 or y plus 9 is equal to 0. If 4y minus 3 is equal to 0, we can add 3 to both sides and get 4y is 3. And then we divide both sides by 4 and we get y is 3/4. Or if y plus 9 is equal to 0, we can subtract 9 from both sides and conclude that y is equal to -9. So again, there are two answers, y equals 3 over 4 or y equals minus 9. Now, if the equation is in standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, we can solve this by factoring. Let's look at an example. Suppose we have m squared minus 6m minus 40 equals 0. We need to find numbers that multiply to minus 40 and add to minus 6. The solution to this number puzzle is minus 10 and 4, because minus 10 times plus 4 is minus 40, and minus 10 plus 4 is minus 6. That means that we can factor the left-hand side of the equation, m squared minus 6m minus 40, into m minus 10 times m plus 4 equals 0. We factored this. So we have parentheses, m minus 10 into parentheses, new parentheses, m plus 4 into parentheses equals 0. So by the zero product property, we can say that m minus 10 is equal to 0, or m plus 4 is equal to 0. Again, we're setting each factor equal to 0. So m is equal to 10, or m is equal to minus 4.